Hi everyone and welcome to another Hangouts Bowled Over by Cricket IPL edition Hangout. We're coming close to the end, but the excitement is continuing and we have a lot more going on. So I'll just quickly introduce you to our guests this week. We've got the lovely Sophie Choudry, who I don't even need to introduce. And I'm really happy that you're here today because I don't know why this has happened, but all Hangouts so far have always been guys.
Really?
And
okay, well, it's about to change now.
So I'm really happy that you've made it for this Hangout. And in the other window, we've also got Sahil, who is a documentary filmmaker. And what's interesting is that he's been traveling with the Royals this season. So he's been catching all the behind-the-scenes information. And of course, we want to know all those locker room secrets, Sahil. Come on, this is your time to spill it all. What's it?
Okay, so I've been, as Rash mentioned that I've been traveling with the Rajasthan Royals. Well, the most popular face or the name of our team would be Rahul Dravid, and I'm sure all the girls still go weak in the knees while listening to his name. I'm sure he's so wherever we go, we're boarding flights, we're boarding. We're outside the hotel. There are always girls, guys, children, going gaga over him. Everyone loves him with the kind of player he was and he still is. Other than that, people really love Shane Watson. Shane Watson is another popular face.
So and Steve Smith as well, right?
Steve Smith, absolutely.
Steve Smith is crazy for him.
Yeah, he's had a wonderful summer, and he's suddenly become like this popular name all throughout. With Rajasthan, you also have a lot of youngsters because Rahul and the whole management team have this ability to spot like talent and get the youngsters out. So Rajasthan Royals have always been this team which are kind of called the minnows, but they kind of do end up doing well in the season. It's been fun traveling with the team. It's an amazing bunch of boys, and I love.
These aren't any secrets, though. We know the girls go crazy over Rahul Dravid. We know they love Shane Watson. We know all of this. Tell us a secret, something that we wouldn't know.
A secret about as much as people are fond of Rahul Dravid and how much they love him. I like Rahul's always been awkward around girls. Like he gets really he's really shy. I think he's.
Can I tell the story? So it's actually about Rahul. Now, I can't believe this has happened to me, but I was in Colaba 2 nights ago. Mm-hmm. And I was I don't know if you know, Cardiff Express is practically on the road. And I'm sitting there and suddenly Rahul Dravid walks by. Like on the street, backpack on, completely chilled, no cap, no glasses, no entourage, nothing. He just walks past. And for 10 seconds, I'm like, is this Rahul Dravid? Because I know it is, but it seems so weird that he's
in that situation.
Yeah. And then obviously being the fangirl that I am, I have followed him into a restaurant.
Which is exactly what my lovely assistant Ria here would do. She's about to faint at the mention of Rahul Dravid as we speak, and she met him a couple of days ago. Last week she met him, so she can't stop talking about it.
And I hugged him and he was very awkward with that.
Oh, she hugged him. I haven't gotten to do that. She hugged him and he was awkward.
Very awkward. I gave him a gift as well, but she took very awkwardly.
What did you give him?
I made him a mug with quotes about him.
A true fan. She made him a mug with quotes about him. Anyway, so you went up to him and what happened?
I went up to him and I was like, can I take a picture with you? He's like, okay. I was like, so I took the picture and I was like, thank you. He's like, thank you. And I was like, sorry for bothering you. Okay. So yeah.
You didn't hug him?
I did. I was feeling like I was needing to control my fangirl tendencies. So I was like, I need to not do that. But I agree with you, Sahil, when you say he's really shy because that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
One of the interviews someone was having with him, and someone asked him what is the most embarrassing girl fan moment that you've had, and he happened to say that a few years ago a girl had actually went to his house and she came with her bags and stuff and she wanted to stay there, and his parents had a bit of a like a heart attack kind of thing, that what's going on, why is this girl here, what is she doing here, and how long is she going to, it was crazy. Like he got a bit frantic about it. So I think he's had he still has his fans and everyone still loves him.
It's very sweet. Well, he is, of course, a Bangalore boy, is he not? So that's, I like him for that, because otherwise I'm an RCB supporter. through and through, which is really odd being a girl from London.
Yeah.
Being Punjabi. One of my closest friends owns Kings 11 Punjab, and I'm a Mumbaiker, but I support RCB. It's so bizarre. So yeah, something about Bangalore.
It's okay. It happens.
It happens, right?
It happens.
Well, this season.
Thank God they picked up. Yeah, they had a bit of a miserable start. The first was a win and then a bunch of losses, and then they got into gear, and they've been pretty amazing right now.
And you have like I mean, some of the biggest heroes in the cricketing. I mean, you have Gale, you have AB, and you have Virat Kohli
and Mitchell Starc.
And Mitchell Starc, and Chahal's been performing well, and obviously people go crazy about Virat Kohli. I mean, I was in Bangalore and I was working out in one of the gyms, and Virat comes and he starts taking selfies, and he's I mean, for like 1 hour we were there. I'm sure like 20 minutes he was just on selfies, and I'm sure he was recording.
I wish I was one of those people.
No, he's a real sweetheart. In fact, last year was really fun because to have UV and Virat in the same team, I mean, both dear friends, especially UV, and so it became like RCB was really the it team. But I think that they're doing much better this year. And tonight's a really, really big game for them because it's make or break tonight.
Yeah,
so
it is make or break.
Yeah, everything crossed.
And tomorrow's actually a pretty important match as well. Sahil, your team is playing.
Yes, we are playing KKR, Kolkata Knight Riders, and it's a must-win for both of them. So we are on 14 points. KKR is on 15. We get that game and we go on 16 and we qualify. And I mean, so does KKR if they get that game too. Because yesterday KKR had a really close finish with Mumbai.
Yeah,
Mumbai very much. In the last over. So yeah, we're looking forward to that game, and I hope the team can pull it off. And it's going to be at CCI. A lot of people, it's CCI in Bombay. That's one of our home grounds. So we're hoping for a lot of crowd to come up and cheer for not just SRK but also the Rajasthan Royals.
You're going, aren't you?
Yes.
See, I'm telling you, you need to show your face once on screen. Just do a little wave. You can't walk across. Okay, do it from there. Do it from there.
Hi.
Maybe Dravid is watching.
And now
this
she's
right
crossed
now.
again, even though we told her not to. But yeah, so she is going for tomorrow's match. I'm really sad I missed the RCB one against Mumbai Indians in Wankhede the other day. I wasn't in town, otherwise I would be there because they were killing it. I think AB had such a spectacular match. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's been fun. Are you enjoying the IPL this year?
I am having a ball. Like, I think this year has been the best IPL, except for Kings, who didn't perform even though they had a great team, and Delhi. But otherwise, all the teams are doing so well. I mean, in fact, there are like 5 teams in contention for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that one of the best seasons IPL has had. So
who's your money on? Because Chennai's already through, so we got to get 3 more.
Rajasthan Royals.
Oh, no bias isn't there at all. RCB.
Absolutely.
Rajasthan Royals and?
Then I would go for the Indian captain. I would go for Dhoni. I would go for Chennai.
But they're already through. Chennai's already through. So who are the other 3?
No. Okay, you're saying qualify. I think RCB definitely qualify because RCB is having a good run. So I would put in Chennai, RCB, Rajasthan, and it would be tough between
KKR and Sunrisers
and Mumbai. So that's what I'm saying. It's such a tricky. I'd probably go with Mumbai because obviously I'm from Mumbai. So I'll probably say that Mumbai should go in because I'm a big fan of Rohit Sharma too. So I think but it's a tough call. You never know.
But I have to tell you, I watched some of Sahil's videos on the Rajasthan Royals channel today, and it's so much fun because he does a lot of behind-the-scenes bloopers. So he catches these guys when they're not expecting it. And Sahil shared actually one video with us. If you go to twitter.com/MissMalini right now, you will see that video. And Sahil is also giving us a chance to win tickets for tomorrow's match. So if you guys are in Mumbai and you want to watch, we want to win tickets for the match tomorrow live, Royals versus KKR, which is going to be a big match, of course, then make sure you go over to MissMalini on Twitter and answer that question and you can win.
That's very cool.
Thank you, Sahil.
That's all. Thank you so much.
I think you have to leave now, right? Sahil's actually having to leave because he has to do another Rajasthan Royals shoot right now.
Oh my God, you have such a tough life, Sahil.
Such a tough life. You're just gonna chill with Dravid now.
It was great to see you guys, and it was a really fun hangout. See you. Nice meeting you guys.
Sahil, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon. Join us next week also. I'm holding you to this now, live on air.
Cool. I'm hoping to join next week with with my team in the finals then. Maybe with RCB.
Oh.
Cool.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, Sahil. Thanks for joining us. So Sahil did briefly touch on this, but he said that there are 3 teams, 3 spots in the playoff left, and 5 teams.
Yeah, it's scary.
And there are just so many permutations and combinations this year.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like I said, tonight is a must-win game for RCB. I mean, if Sunrisers win tonight, then I'm pretty sure they're through.
Yeah.
If RCB win tonight, they still have to win 1 more game. So they've got to win the next 2.
Yeah.
Which is kind of scary because they really should have won the Kings 11 one.
Yeah.
But went down to 10 overs, and I think that just makes everything a little bit more edgy and a little bit harder. So, I mean, that just, I think Kings 11 also deserve to have a good day. I mean, considering they were in the finals last year, it really hurts to see them in this situation. But I think a lot about IPL and the matches that you run on momentum.
Yeah.
And I think if you win a couple on the trot, then you just go to another level. And you've seen that happen with RCB and Mumbai Indians. Yeah. But what's happened with Kings 11 is that they just didn't get off to winning, and it just goes, your confidence just goes. And I think in a 20-over game, it really is about your confidence, and it's about literally having the balls to make those shots and to go for those runs and to just go for it, and I think that's what it is. And also, I mean, I think fielding plays a huge role.
Yeah.
I think in one of the matches, I have a feeling it was against RCB, where Dwayne Bravo it was the most ridiculous catch. It was right on the boundary line.
I saw that one.
Oh my God, it was like a bullet. It was incredible. Those are the things that kind of stand out, and I think those are the things that make your team win and just do better. So, yeah.
Actually, you do make a very good point about fielding, because I think Mumbai needs to improve that.
Big time.
And I mean, we need to win now. We've got a pretty big match coming up as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think Rohit's kind of come. Yeah, okay. Well, Rohit's kind of come into his own, but I think otherwise it was off to a bad start.
Yeah.
And I think, I think that once again, like it's kind of stop start with them, and that's.
But they've been doing that the previous seasons too.
Yeah.
They lose a string of matches, and then suddenly they, they start playing well. So I think for Mumbai, it's going to be tough for them to make it into the qualifiers, but it is possible. I think they've got.
They're not looking like champions to me.
They're not. Even if they make it through, I don't see them as winners.
I don't.
Who do you see as winners?
It's so tough.
And don't be biased.
No, I won't be biased, because I mean I've said it so many times about RCB that I've now decided I kuch nahi kehna. But they are looking like they're in good nick right now. So I would like to think that they'll definitely get through to the qualifiers. Then it's up to anyone. You can never knock out Chennai.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So stable and so reliable, but I do believe that you are going to have one bad day. So if that bad day is in the qualifiers, well, I'm hoping it's in a qualifier and then they don't get to the final if it's between them and RCB. But I think you're going to have one bad day. Otherwise, they're so consistent. Yeah. I think Sunrisers have surprised everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're looking like champions to me. It's I think Rajasthan Royals have a good chance.
Yeah.
Chennai has a good chance. RCB has a good chance. And KKR is always like that. They just come out of nowhere and hit you when you least expect it.
KKR, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's match. Also because, I love Shah Rukh Khan.
Don't we all?
And he's going to be attending tomorrow's match.
Because he's allowed to?
He's allowed to. I was going to make that point. He's allowed to this time. And for me, especially the first match with KKR, he brought his little son, and I loved looking at those pictures.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen him since. I was complaining about it last week, actually, and now we hear that he's going to be at tomorrow's match. So I'm hoping he brings his son.
Little Abraham, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will, because he loves the kids being involved in sport. And I did read, I think it was one of his tweets itself that said to his son, "Beta zyada idhar mat bhago, nahi to tumhe bhi waki day se ban kar denge."
I haven't seen that tweet, but
I think he did, or I read it somewhere, and I think that's really funny. But I'm sure the little one will be there tomorrow. It's a good luck charm, and sorry to our friend who was just here a few minutes ago, but my heart is with KKR for tomorrow for sure.
Mine too. Sorry, Sahil, if you're watching the rest of this.
But I hope they get through, because something about them. they're fighters, and I think that it's almost like they get that from their team owner.
Yeah.
You know, like just battle against the odds and just battle through, and they just, you know, I think you know, the captain's been really good. He's just at it, and so yeah, I wish them well, but there can only be one winner in the end, and so I'm
you
hoping,
think it's RCB?
I don't know. Everything here is red. You know, like everything. I think it's a sign. This is all red. So,
so your lipstick.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I just think it's one of the teams that deserves it.
Yeah,
and they haven't gotten it. You know, so
I would put my money on CSK still. Very
to
honestly,
win again.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
How
many times have they won this now? It's
many.
Yeah,
many.
It's crazy. But yeah, see, the thing is,
they're so consistent. You can't.
They're so consistent, and how
it.
can you not love Dhoni?
Yeah.
Is there anybody out there who does not love and respect Dhoni? He is.
If there is, I don't want to know them.
Yeah, I don't want to know them either. I mean, you know, what an amazing person. What an amazing captain. And what I love about him most is he's so dignified.
Yeah.
You know, there's never any cheap tactics. There's never, you know, an over display of emotions. It's just beautiful and just dignified, and I think that that's an amazing way to represent your country.
Yeah,
and I think he gets a lot of respect because of that. So yeah, I do like them and I love him. But you know, it's a tough one. But it's nice to see that the IPL is so close this year. Otherwise, when it's predictable, it's not.
It's boring. Yeah. And this is actually one of the craziest IPLs because you don't know who's going to make it through. And I remember last week when we had this conversation, I was here with Imran, who's our cricket expert. So he was saying that we would probably have a better idea, you know, this week.
Yeah, but we don't.
And we don't. We just don't
yeah,
because it's so close. And
the really sad thing is every year I attend at least a couple of the matches, either in Bangalore or I always attend the Mumbai RCB one in Mumbai. And let me tell you, it's a horrible experience.
Yes.
Being in Wankhede and not being a Mumbai Indian, it is a horrible, horrible experience. Let me tell all you Mumbai supporters, I'm a Mumbaiker and I love Mumbai Indians. You guys are rowdy, like beyond rowdy. But yeah, I guess it all creates a bit of an atmosphere. But every time I've been, we've not won. So I just think I should not go because this time they killed it and I wasn't there. So I'm not going to go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm just not going to go to the next one. But yeah, but if we get through to the qualifiers, I'm still going.
Yeah, you have to go. You have to go then.
I do, yeah. But let's see. It should be an interesting week. And good luck to all the people who support.
We've got some crucial matches coming up.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Now, if you've just tuned in, I'll remind you that you are here for another Hangouts, Over By Cricket IPL edition Hangout. And we are with Sophie, of course. Remember, you can log on to MissMalini on Twitter right now, and there's a question there. And if you answer correctly, or, well, not correctly, I think you just have to give your opinion. But if you answer, you stand a chance to win tickets for tomorrow's match. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Now, Sophie.
Yes.
Cricket aside, for a little bit.
About 30 seconds.
About 30 seconds. We just recently saw your new song from your movie.
From Dharam Sankat to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we've seen you dancing. I really loved it.
Thank you.
I really love that song. And I want to know what else do you have on your plate?
Coming up? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess everybody saw me dance in Chalak and they didn't see me do it in a film song. So Dharam Sankat Mein was really good fun to do. But right now working on my own songs, which is I think what I'm always known for in my own videos. So they should be out by August.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of new songs, some really interesting collaborations. I'm not going to tell you who with.
Hey, no.
No, I can't. I can't let it happen. You know what? I think that everything is jinxed if you talk about it too much. So let it happen.
Okay.
Let it come out. And a movie that I'm looking forward to starting in a couple of months.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, hopefully you shall see me on the big screen and on the small screen. So busy at it as always. And for me, what I love most is performing live. And a lot of people don't get to see it because we don't really have a concert culture in India as much. True. You know, maybe the odd few here and there. But I perform at a lot of live gigs, a lot of big corporate events, you know, some really big fun weddings, and I get to travel all over performing. So that's what I love to do. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you know, last week was, you know, Jaipur and Bangkok, and now it's, you know, somewhere else in India, and then again off to Phuket and blah blah. So it's good fun. I can't complain. So I love performing live, and that's what I do. But what you guys get to see is more the music videos and the films, and you know, the odd film that I do now and again. So yeah, you will see me definitely on the big screen and the small screen this year.
Can you give us some sneak peeks? Not now, but eventually closer to the release.
For sure, definitely. First on MissMalini.
First on MissMalini.
Yes, first on MissMalini. For sure.
Great. So again, we've got lots of really important matches coming up.
Yeah.
What do you think about tonight's match?
I am hoping and praying that RCB knock it out of the ballpark, and so this is a must-win match for us. So come on, boys, you need to do this. No pressure.
No pressure.
But you need to
But
do
maybe
this
a little
one.
bit of pressure.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure. You need to do this. So I guess RCB play best when they go out there and have fun. You know, and I think it reflects a lot in what you see, you know, in the locker room with the boys and the camaraderie and all the rest of it. When they're playing well, they're a bit more relaxed, and I think they're in a good space right now. There is pressure to win tonight, but I think they're in a good position to do it. So yeah, tonight should be RCB, and then tomorrow we've got KKR and Rajasthan Royals. So fingers crossed for KKR. And I think that'll just make everything even more complicated.
Yeah, it really will.
If I'm right.
It really will.
If I'm right.
And actually, this is just in RCB is playing Sunrisers today.
Yeah.
And Kevin Peterson was supposed to rejoin the Sunrisers.
But he's not coming.
He's not because of an injury. So he was not gonna. Then he was going to, and now he's injured, so he's not going to. So.
Well, you know, the thing is that he's playing incredible right now. We all know that. I mean, you know, whether you follow county cricket or not, we've all heard about it. But you know, playing in these conditions is extremely different. So I don't know if he would have come, and if just by the momentum he would have added, or if it could have gone horribly wrong. You don't know.
That's true.
But we all like KP. You know, he's got a great personality. He brings some fire onto the field, and I think that's what you need. That's what teams need. So
that
would
have been a big help.
Yeah, and also as a Brit, I have to say I really did miss him in Team England in the World Cup. I have to say that.
What do you think about that whole controversy? He's not.
About the Strauss the Strauss logic and all, I think it's a little bit ridiculous. You know, I think if he was led to believe that if he had a good county season, he had a chance back in the team, then legitimately he should have a chance back in the team. And if you're talking about it being a trust issue, I think that's really, really sad. I think the man
broken his trust.
I mean, I think the man has, you know, played his heart out for the country, and you know, whichever team he's been a part of, and I think it's just unfair. And it's kind of like how we felt about UV not being in the World Cup team. We felt the same, and we felt that you need those match winners, you need those guys who play with passion. Everyone goes through ups and downs. You're a human. You know, everyone has good days, bad days on the field. You can't control that. But you want people out there who are going for it and giving it and motivating people around them. And I think KP has that kind of personality. And I think the way England fell apart in the World Cup, I mean, I think it just showed it. So I'm feeling terrible for him, but I do think his tweet yesterday was extremely funny.
What was his tweet?
His tweet was something about had a good day yesterday, so I'm not traveling by the tube, which was quite funny. And then the other thing about you know, because he was offered like 1-day consultancy. So it was something referring to that, which I think was really, really funny. I mean, how can you offer the man consultancy at this point in his career? Like, seriously, he is far from done. So I think it was a little bit ridiculous. So KP, we're rooting for you. Sad not to see him play in the IPL, but I think he has slightly bigger issues to deal with.
that is actually a very good point. So we're actually pretty much out of time today. But we will be back next week. And thank you so much for joining me. I'm telling you again, I'm so happy that there's a woman sitting here.
For all those guys who think that girls kind of just watch cricket just because of the cute guys, which is true, which is partly true. We also do know a few other things about cricket. So you know, it would be nice if you...
And Sophie's proof of that.
There's no script, no teleprompter, nothing over here.
She is proof right now that girls watch cricket and enjoy it. We also watch it for the eye candies sometimes, especially if the eye candies Virat Kohli.
Well, you know, I do have eyes.
But though we do know our cricket as well. And we will be back next week. Next week's going to be a whole different ball game.
Because we'll know exactly who's qualified by then, right? So
we'll know what's up. Right now, it's still all in the air. Only Chennai has made it through. So there are 5 teams, 3 spots.
You should do some sort of a competition, as in like get people today to predict the top 4, and whoever gets it right, like the top 4 in the correct order, you should send them out something. And if you want, I'll sign something.
Sophie has just announced a contest. Tweet us, tweet at MissMalini with the hashtag #Hangouts who you think in the correct order are going to be the 4 top teams.
And it only counts if you do it today, because like after tonight, everything changes. So you got to do it before today's match, before 8 o'clock.
And if you are right, we will send you a little something. And Sophie's volunteered to sign it. So you're a lucky person. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for watching. And we will be back next week.